Going, and we are live. Look at that. Gotta, yeah, yeah.
I like the little ambiance.
You like that, right?
I like it.
I try.
I like it.
I try.
Hello, Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. Let's make this
Mm-mm.
chat.
Mm-mm.
Okay, Glaspie.
Hi, Gigi. Hello, Star.
Let's see. Pop out chat. Ooh,
What did you do?
I just popped out the chat.
Why?
See, this would be convenient if we had like another monitor. Then you can see, the chat in another screen. I'll that's for next time.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it up here though.
Well, just mute your phone.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Uh-oh. You hear that? We're here. We're alive. We made it. Somewhat.
There we go.
You can see the comments.
Yes. There we go.
Oh, see, no, you got to mute that. Yes. Oh, see, no, you got to mute that. Turn the volume.
Sir, slow your roll. Better?
Yeah, I guess I can't.
We didn't even get 5 minutes in, and he is harassing me.
You don't want to be starting.
Harassing me. Look, Jody, we need Jimmy to come set us up with this stuff. Hello.
I got you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on
where you be on planet Earth.
Where you are in the world.
Where you be on planet Earth. Earth. Adjust this microphone a little bit. Slide this out. All right, that's maximum. All right. Bam.
How do we sound?
We should sound pretty good. Because I've been testing the sound and playing with the levels and things.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Mars.
Hey, Moss. Who else is in
all of these lovely people.
Yeah, I definitely need to get a.
That's why I said,
the
screen. iPad, another screen, something, because you can't see nothing.
I can't see anything.
See?
You're absolutely right. I'm blind as all get out.
See? But I have it here, so I'll look down periodically. Hi. Happy Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Hump day.
Hi, Mel. How are you?
We sound good. They says we sound good.
Sound good. Okay.
That's great.
Perfect. Good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
There's Carrie.
Hey, Carrie. Well, how do we make?
Right there.
There you go.
There you go.
My girl, Carrie. I love
Carrie volunteered to be a moderator for us this evening, just in case we get any.
Just in case I don't make it home tonight. I'll tell you for the last time, baby.
Now, y'all see how he judged me when that first time when I got to singing and rapping, and I got my headphones too, so now I can say it. Need some more snare in my headphones. Yo, turn me up in my headphones, B.
Oh,
ain't that what the rappers do?
Yeah, Jimmy for the win. You see Mel laughing. Yeah, so I've been playing around with the soundboard, adding a few different sounds. So I was able to find the trombone, sad trombone, and also found one of Adele's favorites.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
So you might hear those periodically.
This is not a child-friendly stream
at all.
I'm just letting you know now. So if you have children that are not in bed yet,
you might want to put their ass to bed. They shouldn't be up watching us
First of all,
anyway.
don't be telling people what their kids should or shouldn't be doing, right? That's their business.
I mean, I'm trying to help
But,
them out.
you know, I mean, this ain't a cuss word show, but we do use strong language that may not be suitable for your children
I use very strong language.
if we're being passionate about
It's
certain
just my
things.
passion.
Or look at Hannah, I gotta put my cats away. Yes, cover their little cat ears. Sydney is up watching. Oh my, Mel,
Mel, put Sydney down.
don't let her watch this.
Don't let her watch this. We'll corrupt her.
But yeah, so happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
I'm pretty sure most of you who are here know who we are. But for any new folks that may show up to check us out, my name is Adela Colvin. I am the owner, operator, soul dyer over at Lola Bean Yarn Co. Appreciate that. I've been in business we're going on year number 8.
We're entering year number 8.
We're entering year number 8. What else? Do I do anything else? I'm a mother. I have 3 children. I'm a wife.
A good wife.
Uh,
Great wife.
You're so sweet. You don't have to. I'm a sure thing, honey.
I mean,
You ain't even gotta do all
listen,
that. I am a crocheter. I am a knitter.
mhm.
I like to make good trouble. All right. Sometimes, I make bad trouble.
Test.
But I like to make good trouble, the good kind.
Mhm.
And I am here with
Jimmy Colvin. Husband. Novice sometime knitter. New title. I do have a new title. I am officially the executive assistant to Beyonce.
Beyarn.
Beyonce.
Get it
I said it
right.
quick. Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I said it quick.
Yes, and I am a boss ass bitch. Thank you, Jody.
Yeah. I do the dirty work behind the scenes.
All the shit I don't want to do.
All the things that Adela doesn't want to do, I do. I answer all of the emails. I write the newsletters. I schedule business meetings now.
Yeah, he scheduled and attended his first business
My
meeting.
first business meeting today, which was great. I don't think we could talk about that yet.
No, not yet.
We have some great things coming down the pipeline, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this one. Like, I can't wait to be able to talk about this one because it's gonna be
Big.
huge.
No. Mm-mm. We are not impersonating him.
But
We
listen,
not.
though,
No.
it was a rebuke. Last night was a rebuke on that dude because, like, of all of the high profile,
You didn't tell him you were a Sue Speckler.
I am a Sue Speckler. Good luck, goddamn.
And you're a knitter.
I said part-time.
Part-time knitter?
novice
Okay, you're right.
knitter.
You're a felter.
I am a felter. I did some felting last night.
You know what? You are a creep. He's also a creep.
Listen, this is after dark, so we told them go ahead and put the kids away, cover cat ears, like we're going all the way live. Nah, but I am _Jimmy the Model on Instagram, TikTok. I used to be on Twitter. I still have an account on Twitter. I just haven't deleted it yet. But that's about to go down. Like, quickly.
Yeah.
You got a lot of ground to cover tonight, though.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
There is a lot to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about.
I don't even know where.
But before we get into all that, right?
Mhm.
Big shout to everybody out there that big shout to everybody out there that's doing the right thing. In terms of ensuring that our democracy stays intact or tries to stay intact. Big shout out to Gen Z. Gen Z showed they ass yesterday and
I'm
saved
sorry
this
about
country.
all of the things I said. Gen Z was out here eating Tide Pods, and
Ooh, buddy.
y'all have redeemed yourselves.
Gen Z showed out yesterday all over the country. And like a lot of people give Gen Z a lot of shit, but they're politically aware.
Mm-hmm.
They
They,
listen,
as the young people would say, they are not with the shits.
they are definitely not with the shits.
They came out and I don't even want to say saved the democracy, but they put some duct tape on it.
They definitely
Some Gorilla Glue.
left their mark
Yeah.
on things and made it very challenging for folks to neglect them.
Mm-hmm.
So big another round of applause for the Gen Zers. Greatly appreciate your support out there.
Last night was rough for me.
So we go through this every election cycle, where me personally, I learned how to kind of like deal with it. I just don't turn the TV on. I don't sit in front of the TV. So yesterday, while she was watching all of the, numbers
Coverage. Mm-hmm.
coming in, I was upstairs trying to make sure that everything was straight as far as our technical setup goes. So I wasn't about to put myself through that. I said, you know what? I'll wait until I wake up in the morning to be disappointed.
I prefer live disappointment.
Nah, man.
I didn't watch all night. I think what time did I finally say, you know what?
We finally got into bed around 11. No. Because you went in. So you went in and put Lola down,
Mhm.
watched, read our book. I got into bed at 11 o'clock, so I don't know what time you were in the bed. I think you were already in bed
Yeah.
when I got up to the room. It was 11 o'clock.
So I'm going to be dying leaf voter suppression behind forever.
Apparently.
Is the conclusion I have come to. When I tell you, I'm not going to say the great state of Georgia because this state is not great, but when I tell you Georgia has let me down. Let me down. Well, I shouldn't even say Georgia.
I saw the breakdown. I
You
posted it in my story.
you white women in Georgia?
It was like, so
76?
it was 70. It was white men was like 79%, and white women were like 72%.
Right up there with your raggedy husbands. But so this was my first thought. Once I saw that Stacey did not win the election, I said, you know what? You know how they be like, Biden's not my president. I said I should give me some Stacey Abrams flags and set up across from the Trump man on the corner over there. And we didn't lose. We didn't lose.
No.
But then I said no, because that makes me like them.
You don't want to be like them.
And I don't want to be like them. But I was gonna set up with some Stacey Abrams flags right across from the Trump man who is still selling Trump flags, Trump 2024 flags.
Made in China, by the way.
Yeah. He's still I was just like, but I am a rational human being, at least I try to be.
You do? No, you do. That was more of a clear my throat. See? Cleared
it. As I was saying, I try to be a rational. Is that better? Try to be?
I mean, you said that the first time, but
Oh, okay. Kick his ass, y'all. I was upset. I was disappointed, but I'm not gonna sit here and cry for, I had a little bit of a pity party. Not a big one because you got to keep going, right? You got to keep pushing forward. You got to keep making change and supporting those who are out here making change.
It's
Um,
true.
a loss is a loss. You accept and admit defeat, right?
You don't cry and moan and bitch about it if you didn't get your way.
And you try again next time. So
Hopefully somebody doesn't try again next time though.
my feelings were a little hurt because y'all know how I feel about Stacy, how I felt about her for years, and the fundraising and the campaigning and all of that. That first win or that first loss, like that first election, that was stolen from her.
Yeah, that first one
That first
was
one was stolen from her.
that first one was stolen.
And I just knew Georgia was gonna come through and make it happen. And they didn't. So I kind of got over that and I'm like, okay, we'll get it done some other way in the future. But when I tell you, when I saw that there was a runoff between the Senator Reverend Warnock and Herschel Walker, my head almost exploded.
Herschel, I tell people to abort their children.
Except,
Walker.
y'all don't get those rights. Just the women that, I get with and force and threaten and, When I saw that there was a runoff, I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm just like, I am convinced. Convinced. How many people in our county voted? Was it 43,000? I think it's something like 43,000. I am surrounded by idiots in my county. It was like 43,000 people or something like that.
Oh, I'll tell you.
Jimmy's looking up the exact number. We need the Jeopardy.
I'm glad you said that. I'll make sure I get that next time.
Anyway, I'm surrounded by idiots. So the work is never done, but the work really isn't done. Hannah said, I said I'm surrounded by idiots, and then I looked at you.
You did too, huh? It's all good, man. It's all good.
But we just gotta show up and get it done with this runoff, and hopefully, the Reverend
The Reverend.
gets to keep his.
Oh, okay. I forgot what I like to go to. Here we go.
The Reverend gets to keep his Senate seat. This is taking entirely too long.
I'm sorry. Like,
Don't worry about it. It
I'm
was just a
sorry.
lot of people.
I'm sorry.
A
It was
lot of
people.
people.
It was way too many people.
But you know,
But see, here's the flip side of that too.
mhm,
If you look at the sheer number of votes that were for Kemp
mhm,
versus for Walker, it was a large number of people that say we're not voting for Walker, but we'll
mhm,
vote for Kemp.
mhm.
So in some ways, it's like, okay, at least they didn't go down ballot.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, that race should not have been this close at all.
A runoff.
A runoff. A runoff.
I'm still. You see, I still get like lost in my thoughts, um, and my feelings. But it is what it is. The numbers are what they are.
They are.
And we'll just have to keep fighting,
Hmm.
right? Keep fighting. Keep raising awareness. Keep speaking up and out against all forms of injustice and issues and problems that need to be addressed.
You know what? I'm sorry, because we didn't start off right.
Mhm.
Please make sure you tap the subscribe and like button.
Smash the subscribe button.
I need, matter of fact, I need to get a sound for that.
Lola can record it. That's Lola's stick.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Lola would. So parenting fail, right? We don't always get it right, and sometimes, when it comes to like electronics and screen time, if we need to get things done, we'll let our kids, have at it, have a party with that iPad because I need to, get some things done. But we had to take it from her for like a week
We did.
because we'd be at the dinner table and she'd be like, "Mom, this dinner was great. I'm gonna like and subscribe it." What the fuck are you talking about? We're not gonna like and subscribe spaghetti, but she was talking in like YouTube kid blogger term. It was just the weirdest thing.
Very weird.
So we had to reset her back to her factory settings. Um, but that was one of the things that she would say, "Smash the subscribe button." And we're like, "What are we subscribing to? We're in Target. What are you talking
I
about?"
mean,
But yeah, so please make sure you subscribe, hit the subscribe, turn on your notifications so that whenever look, I'd like to subscribe to spaghetti to Jimmy makes the best
I do
spaghetti
make pretty good spaghetti.
on the planet. But
I just realized that I jacked up my soundboard
mhm,
because I wanted to put,
mhm,
but actually it's what's his face, because
mhm,
Sam is in that spot now
mhm.
on the other screen, so I guess it's somewhat appropriate because Sam cusses a lot.
Mhm.
Listen, I'm gonna be playing with the soundboard all. There we go.
I thought this was gonna be like
Oh man,
the streaming episode where we had it together.
no, we
Clearly,
ain't
we're
got it
still
together.
working on it.
We ain't got it
Uh, but yeah, so I went to sleep a little nervous, woke up a little disappointed,
just a little bit.
had my little pity party, and then put my big girl drawers on and went on about my day.
That's all you can do.
That's all any of us can do. Um, so yeah,
Yeah, we could bleep whatever we want.
vote,
Vote. Voting is very important.
vote.
I'm not even gonna get on my podium. I did that in the live the other night
Yeah.
on Instagram. I don't want to revisit that.
Just make sure you vote.
Just vote. And so I will go back a little bit. Make sure that you vote in every election,
Not just the presidential one.
not just Senate races and all that. School board elections. Participate in the motherfuckers. If you have to vote for a librarian, vote for the freaking librarian. Like, I don't care what election you have going on in your local jurisdictions.
Mm-hmm.
Please ensure
What was that word?
jurisdictions. Shut up. I have saliva.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Your local jurisdiction.
Jurisdictions.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, every election is rather important. Primaries, yes, Sarah, cousin Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Primaries, like anytime you can go to the poll,
Mm-hmm.
not the strip poll, but election polls. Like anytime they open up and there's something on the ballot, vote.
Mm-hmm.
And also read the questions and things. Keep yourself informed about what's going on in your local areas, because I think that's a small part of the issue.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people just aren't aware of where people stand
Mm-hmm.
and the types of things that they're about, the types of things that they're trying to do. Because these, I could curse. These motherfuckers are telling you what they're gonna do.
They're not hiding it.
They're not hiding it. They're telling you exactly what they're going to do. And for the people that still vote for them, it's like, y'all are terrible human beings too. But I still love you
Who?
as Jesus loves you. Not Kenny Loggins, but
I don't love you. If you, I mean, I'm not going to cause you any harm, even though those of you who are voting for these horrible human beings that are doing horrible things to the most vulnerable people in this country, I don't fuck with y'all. I don't like you. I don't want to be your friend. Don't buy nothing from me.
so I was
Ill.
she didn't want to hear me when I said what I was saying last night after the flip. Because like Stacy was up at one point.
I look back up at that TV.
That shit flipped quick. And along with that flip was Herschel Walker was in the lead for a brief minute too. It was just like, what in the absolute? But then I had to step back for a second and I thought about it in more logical terms, as they say, the playing devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
And I was saying, not for nothing, right? But during the pandemic, I think it was the pandemic and the performance of Georgia, even though it was a lot of bullshit that occurred over the last couple of years, we actually didn't do too bad on many levels. Like it was still bad, but it wasn't like catastrophic. Like there were a lot of things that occurred that remained stable. I mean, there was a lot of people that were impacted and affected, absolutely. But for the most part, it was, it wasn't bad. And I think that played a role, minor role, but it played a role nonetheless, in that. But really what it boiled down to was, I think it boiled down to identity politics because of like, you can't get 77% or 72%. Particularly when, that's the demographic, how the demographics break down in Georgia, and like white folk are still, the majority demographic, and like the majority of the majority voted, really, I would say, with who they really identify with.
How the fuck do they identify with Herschel? How does
No,
anybody?
I'm not talking about that motherfucker.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about the other motherfucker.
Anyway.
Talking about the other. I'm talking about the dude that actually won.
Oh, sorry. Okay, can we move on? Cause
Yeah.
anyway,
Let's move on to another one real quick before,
What?
and then get rid of
Politics.
elections altogether. That motherfucker DeSantis, yo. Yo, if there's anybody
Florida,
in here
I'm
and it's a
sorry.
Florida, yo,
I feel awful.
Jesus Christ.
I feel awful for no, not the entire state, just the people who know better and tried their hardest. Florida is a skid mark.
Yeah, Gary, at least Georgia isn't Florida.
We're getting close. We're close enough.
We share a border, so I mean.
Uh,
But see, here's the thing though. DeSantis out Trump.
Yeah.
He out Trump.
Mhm.
And I think with the manner in which he won last night, because he trounced Chris. Like, I don't even understand, because Chris was a shitty governor when he was a Republican.
Look, Hannah said, wait, where is it? Oh my God, where'd it go? Her partner calls Florida America's scrotum.
That probably got removed. So we're sorry, we can't post that comment. But no, like, Chris was a terrible fucking governor as a Republican all those years ago, and then he went to the Senate, and he said, "Well, I'm gonna switch, you know, parties, and I'm gonna caucus with the Democrats now and try to become the Democratic governor."
DeSantis and his friend gerrymander.
But no, like, he got trounced. You're not gonna do well when everybody that used to work for you is saying, "Yeah, you trash, and we're not supporting you." Like, it was like everybody that was part of his old staff when he was the governor was like, "Yeah, we're not fucking with him."
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why did he think that was a good idea to run? I don't know. It's bewildering, but hey, it is what it is. I mean, I listened to some of their debates, and like he was logically destroying them,
Mm-hmm.
but logic doesn't work in Florida. You have to tell lies, and you have to scare people. You have to do fear mongering. That's what seems to work with that party. Fear mongering. They're taking our jobs, and they're gonna teach your kids to hate white people. Like, that's a whole nother episode I'm gonna do. We have to really critically break down critical race theory, because it's not what. You know what? I'm not even going to do it. I'm not even going to waste my breath, because everybody that's kind of watches us, they
know.
They know.
They know. And I ain't talking to them other folks. It's not happening. But anyway,
But like I was saying, he set the stage for 2024 for himself. He's gonna announce. He's gonna announce next year that he's gonna run for president in 2024. I guarantee.
Shut up. I hate when you do that, because every time you say these stupid things, they happen.
I know.
I think it's you putting this shit into the universe. No. Every time Jimmy says something like that, it happens. And I get so upset. So what am I? I'm real.
You are real.
I'm a gangster.
You a thug.
Yeah.
You do get thug thizzle, but I'm just saying.
Are you saying like I'm not in the real world when it comes to politics?
No,
I'm just
not saying that
a
you're
wishful
not in the real
thinker
world.
walking around,
No, I'm just saying that, like, I take here it is, right? And this is nothing about you being a female, but you put a lot of emotion into a lot of those things.
No James Colvin, just Jimmy. His real name is a nickname, right?
Yeah.
Like on it says Jimmy.
Jimmy Ray Colvin Jr.
Not James, just Jimmy.
Jimmy
Ray sounds like you drink Mountain Dew and hang out in front of the AM/PM.
My original birth certificate was
scratch offs. Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
No, a lot of people.
Oh, okay, because you said it like.
Yeah, no.
I didn't know that.
No,
I actually had to call him and question him, because I was going to leave his ass when I was cleaning out a closet and I was organizing all of his like paperwork from like the military and house paperwork and all that type of stuff, and immunization card, social security card, and birth certificate fell out with his date of birth on it, and it said Jamie Rajan on it. And it was like, what's that show? Who the F Did I Marry?
Yeah. And
I'm like, what the hell is this?
Jamie Rajan Gatson.
Yeah, that's exactly what it said. And he explained it to me. His mom, changed his name afterwards. But I was just like, wait a minute. Like, what the hell? Like, do I need to do a background report? Who are you?
Did I ever tell you the full story?
No.
I'll tell you the full story offline.
Okay. So yeah, politics are politicking.
Yeah.
Leave voter suppression will be back. I'm pretty sure their little sneaky tricks and things that they're doing will not stop anytime soon, if ever.
Big shout to Michigan though. Michigan showed out.
Yeah.
And flipped they flipped Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So Michigan is now under full Democratic control for the first time in 40 years.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's dope as hell. So
Shout out to Michigan.
Shout out to Michigan.
Grand Traverse Pie Company. Best pie on the planet.
That is
Michigan.
some really good fucking pie.
Ooh-wee. So yeah, there was that. So we got politics out of the way.
Politics out of the way. I'm not talking politics anymore.
Oh God, I always hate when we get ready to start these uncomfortable conversations.
What kind of uncomfortable conversation are we about to have this evening?
I hate having these conversations.
Maryland did good as well. First black governor of the state.
Whoop, whoop.
Wes Moore, that's his name. So a big shout to Wes Moore.
So I wanted to God damn it, this is gonna.
Oh wait, that conversation that we.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
And just when Lola Bean Yarnco controversy stopped popping up on Google, it's gonna come back.
Grand opening.
Grand closing. I got some things to get off my chest. So I guess we'll start with a few rules. We have rules around these parts. We're not going to slander, right? When I get to talking about certain things and issues and people.
Wait, did I read that right?
What?
So Maryland is now recreational?
We moving?
I think we might have to.
I ain't going to Maryland. But
oh, that's great.
We're not going to slander,
no.
Right? We're not going to do that.
No.
We are not going to be petty.
No.
We are not going to be catty.
No.
We're not going to leave nasty, hurtful comments.
No.
Right? We're not going to do that. We're just going to have a little honest conversation about some things. And some people are probably going to be mad at me after this.
Maybe.
I don't give a fuck, really. I'm just being honest. Nobody asked me to, Jody, behave.
That's about behavior.
I'm not going to, nobody asked me to really have this conversation or speak on it, but sometimes things happen in this world and affect other people. Hey, Shoba.
Shoba, I like Shoba. I really love Shoba.
Shoba be getting at you. That's who I call when you get on my nerves. Shoba, go yell at Jimmy. He's bothering me. But I think it's something that should be addressed. And I have only seen one person outside of those involved in the situation. I've only seen one person address it. Naima. That's a gangster. Yeah, round of applause. So
she didn't even say any names, really.
No, she didn't say any names. And this isn't about the individual. This is just the situation that occurred. Hey Michelle. Fuck. Okay, so many of you have probably seen what's going on in relation to Lady Di Yarns. And I have been very silent. We have been very silent about it for a couple of reasons. I kind of wanted to get my thoughts together, and if you haven't,
there's threads.
Google. I'm not going to go into 100% detail or whatever the case, because
it's really not it's not about her.
It's not about her, but it's about this type of situation and the impact it has on a lot of times people who aren't even involved. Um, but there is a ongoing situation right now, and I've been following it. I have been following it, and I have felt so many different feelings for a while now about it. But Jimmy kept telling me to shut the hell up. I want to say, should I say, shut up, Adela? Don't say nothing. But I need to, don't say nothing. Mind your business. Then I saw my name
Mm.
pop up in one of them threads. So I'm going to kind of talk about how I feel about it and give some perspective on it and talk about so reading the internet, reading these threads and seeing customer complaints. Diane is amazing. It is our business. So I don't have a close personal relationship. We are peers in the same business. We've always been, cordial to one another. Um, there have been instances where things have happened in this community where she has spoken up on my behalf and vice versa. And there's always been, a certain level of respect, right? That has gone both ways. Bad business is bad business, right?
Even the perception of
hmm
is bad.
Right. Now, do I know all of the facts? No. Do I think that she is like this horrible person? No.
Absolutely not.
Do I hope that she recovers from this and is able to make things right with everyone? I do. I do. Right? I don't ever, and I really hope other people don't put that kind of energy into the universe where you want to see somebody fail. Right? I never put that type of energy because that shit comes back tenfold, right?
Mhm.
um One or two customers, then you start reading the room, right? I didn't tell you what, Gigi. Then you start reading the room and you start seeing all of these different things surfacing. Um, you know, and it's like, okay, clearly there's an issue, right?
Mhm.
Clearly there's an issue that needs to be addressed and there is a problem here. And I am a firm believer, right? If you buy something from like Lola Bean Yarn Company, we have entered into an agreement. And that agreement is you gave me your money, I better give you product. Um, I personally feel like I owe communication, when it comes to delays and things of that nature. We'll send out newsletters, we'll communicating with my customers if there's ever like an issue um that needs to be addressed. You deserve to get your product, right? That's the agreement when you're a business owner. Um, so I'm not here to make excuses for anyone, right? I'm not here to defend, I'm not here to make excuses. I just want to talk about a couple of things that kind of spawned off of this situation. Um,
And there's a lot of shit that's spawned off of
and the
this.
first issue, right, as I'm like going through these threads and I'm reading all of this stuff, people are absolutely, if you are owed money and you are waiting months and upwards of a year, sometimes over a year, yeah, you deserve your refund. Um, y- you deserve to use whatever methods you need to use to get your money back. Disputes, like all of that. You 1000%. Um,
Oh, that your name was in the thread. She didn't know.
oh
It
yeah,
was yeah. It was a couple of mentions. It wasn't anything egregious, anything like that.
it was egregious to me,
Oh well.
but um
The mere mention.
the nerve. So do you know who I am? No, but the things that started spawning off of this, like, issue that really started to like grind my gears. One, we have been saying this for a long time, Black people in this community. First of all, we don't all look the same.
Hmm.
We are not the same. We don't all look the same. Yeah, we have being Black in common, but
You not gay, Gillespie?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Gay Gillespie is the one that makes all those sweaters for her little dog.
Oh, yeah.
That's Gay
That's gay,
Gillespie.
Gillespie. Yeah.
But first, we don't all look alike. And I need people to do a better job of identifying and knowing the names of the Black dyers that you claim to love and support. That's the first thing.
Dyers, personalities,
Yes. Right?
designers, all of them.
Um, you need to be careful what you put on the internet in terms of people and their reputations and the way they handle their business. So how I saw my name come up in the thread, uh people were talking about how Lady Di Yarns, if you complain as a customer,
Oh yeah, that part.
she will take the complaint and she'll blast you on social media, uh and make fun of you and do all of these things. And somebody commented on the thread and was like, I've never seen Lady Di do that. I think you're thinking about Lola Bean Yarn Co. Now, I've received customer complaints before. Not many, but hey, it happens. Maybe somebody ordered 3 skeins and I wasn't paying attention and there were 2. Maybe it was the wrong size t-shirt. Or whatever the case. But if you ever see Lola Bean Yarn Co. talking about any type of interaction, right, with a customer, it's the racist, shitty ones,
Yeah.
right?
99.9% of the time, we're talking about people that are just gross when they're corresponding with us.
I am well aware that, believe it or not, customer complaints aren't necessarily a bad thing. They can show you where you need to grow. They can show you, mistakes that you may not have paid attention to or realized before, right? Um, and I have had plenty of, people come to me and, uh, explain things. Um, and I have been grateful. And if you have issues or problems, I want you to come to me, right? I want you to come to me and explain to me what the issue is so I can make it right. Because you know what I love more than a customer? A repeat
A
customer.
repeat customer, which
I
we have
want
many of.
I want you to come back. I want you to enjoy your experience, your shopping experience with me. Um, so we welcome uh our customers to come to us if they have any issues, problems, whatever. It's just when you you know, come into my space and insult me, or you talk to me like I'm a dog on the street, um, or, you use abusive language, right? I've been called racial slurs in emails.
It's going to get aired out.
I'm going to show people, because what you don't get to do is go out in public and um, act as though you're this great human being, and behind closed doors, when you think nobody's looking, treat people like they're dog shit over a $26 skein of yarn. I'm going to air it out for that reason. One, because you need to be aired out. Two, because I want other people to know that this stuff happens, right? Because everybody's like, oh, I've never seen it happen. I've never seen racist emails, and I've never heard of that happening. So racism is not a thing. Look, this is real. This happens a lot more than you know, would think. And the ones that I show, those aren't the real bad ones, you know. Um, but again, the fact that somebody said that about me in that thread and brought me up, and to you, it's like, oh, whatever, it's no big deal. But people read and people remember things. Um, and gratefully, I don't remember the person's name, but shout out to the person that was like, ain't nobody here talking about Lola Bean Yarn Co. What are you talking about right now? And the person like retracted their comment or whatever the case may be. But, I need you to not stop confusing us, right? That's the first thing. Um, Another thing that really hit home, and Naima nailed it, was Black people and people of color who are watching this are going to understand this right away, and I'll kind of explain more. But we'll be watching TV, and it's like, oh, there's been a shooting at X, Y, and Z, wherever, and the first thing we do is we say, well, what was he? Was he white or was he Black? Right? That's the first thing we do. And I know a lot of people are like, does it matter? Like, why? Does it matter? A shooting is a shooting. But when one Black person does something wrong, we all pay for it
In some way, shape, or form.
in some way, shape, or form.
Because it adds fuel to the folks. They're like, see, I knew they were
We're like that.
this.
And it's horrible and it's disgusting, but it is a fact.
It's real. It's very relevant to a lot of people of color. And if you read the comments, people of color are saying yes, because we all have on some level experienced that, and we see it happen in real time. A lot of other folks probably don't see it happen in real time because they're not really not paying attention to it, because it's not on their radar. But we're very conscious of those types of things.
If any of these white dyers or designers, right? Jane Smith did something really shitty. Y'all don't blame, Amber Miller and Susan O'Connor. Y'all address that issue with Jane. But in the Black, when you're dealing with Black businesses, or just, not even, it doesn't even have to be like a business, but just any issue where it is a Black person who has done something wrong, we all, and it shouldn't be like that.
Mm-mm.
The amount of stress that I have sometimes as a Black business owner as to whether or not I should say something a certain way or do something a certain way, or maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I should do that. It has nothing to do with me directly because I do what I want when I want, how I want, why I want. But I'm thinking about all of the other Black makers because I know if I do something like super wild and out of pocket, other Black makers are going to feel the brunt of that.
When is this person going to act like this other person? Because they act so similarly. Similarly.
Similarly. Jurisdiction. Yeah.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Anyway, I don't want to get like too silly right now,
Yeah.
but that bothered me. And it shouldn't be that way. You know, if one Black person messes up, you address your issue with that person. It ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. There isn't one representative for Black makers. There is not a single Black person that represents every single Black person in this community. Right? I don't speak for all Black people. Nobody speaks for all Black people. We might have things in common and agree with some of the same things, but we don't all there is no one Black savior in the fiber and textile industry that's going to lead us to the promised land that speaks for all of us. No.
It's not a Black singularity thing at
No.
all. We're multi-faceted,
Yes. You know, we don't all look alike.
monolith. Yes, Shoba, thank you.
We're not all friends. Same way there are white people who are assholes, there are Black people who are assholes too that I don't mess with, right?
Fact.
That bothered me. A lot. And I kind of wanted to mention that part of it. And while I firmly believe that 95% of the people,
You had a dollar.
yeah, I had a dollar back. 95% of the people who were on those threads have legitimate claims and are well within their right to take the measures that they are taking because they have tried emailing, right? They have sent emails and carrier pigeon and have done all of the things that one can do before things get drastic. Well, I believe 95% of the people who are on there are well within their rights. Some of y'all bitches who ain't got no skin in the game are absolutely using this situation to dog the shit out of a Black woman.
There you go.
I've never bought anything, but shut up.
And those are the ones that are like, see, I knew. That's why I don't do business with them. That's that 5%.
I tried to support Black business before.
That's that 5% there.
Right? And it's kind of, all of these different things are why I kind of stood quiet for so long, because I had so many different feelings. Like, is there some bad business here? Yeah. Is there some stuff that needs to be addressed and is way out of line and out of pocket? Absolutely. Do things need to be fixed? Do people need refunds? Do people need orders? Abso-freaking-lutely. You know,
Can't
and
be
you
fucking with people
do,
money like that.
yeah, that's the one thing I don't play with. I don't play with people's feelings. I don't play with people's money, right? You know, so you absolutely deserve to do whatever it is you need to do to get your refund. And if a buyer beware needs to be put out until things are rectified, by all means. But some of y'all, I'm like, and I'm talking about going hard.
Hard body. Like they've been waiting their whole life. Like Killmonger, I've been waiting my whole life for this moment.
And I know that I saw like a lot of mention of people being scared to make complaints because whenever you try to make a complaint, um, there was this whole I was called racist or I'm going to be called racist. And that's fucked up too. A complaint is a complaint. You should be able to make it if it's bad business.
But if you
And
say some racist shit and have racist undertones, you're gonna call it like it is.
and that's what I do. You know, when it's like racist, you know, I call it out.
Bigoted,
But
discriminatory, whatever.
there are just so many different levels and layers to this. And again, this isn't me defending. This is just like me thinking about this, you know, over the last couple of weeks or whatever the case may be. We're going to jump back to a lot of you remember the term that I coined, the Black Wave, way back when the fiber community realized that racism was a thing.
This is 19, right? 18, 19?
I don't
19
know.
years.
One of the BC before COVID. I have no concept of time. But I think what happened to a lot of Black businesses, and I just don't mean in our industry, I just mean like in general, that wave came.
19, Carrie.
19? Okay. That wave of people and support came, and it was a lot. So you take that, and then you take being afraid to turn down things because you're scared that you may not get presented with opportunities again, right? As far as business is concerned, maybe you understand how it works on a smaller scale. And once it just like blows up in such a short amount of time, you kind of lose control. And this is, please understand, this isn't me making excuses for anybody. I'm talking about like, you know, a lot of Black businesses have dealt with these issues, including yours truly. Then you throw in pre-orders, right? Then you throw in COVID and supply chain issues. It gets rough. And you got to figure out how to pivot, or you need to scale back, right? You need to learn how to pivot and come up with a quick game plan to handle all of this demand, or you need to scale back. Lola Bean Yarnco scaled back tremendously.
Tremendously.
I know some of y'all been like, you ain't had yarn in your shop since 1773. I know. But I wanted to avoid, for the most part. Yes, exactly, Jen.
That's really the point there, right? It's like don't lump folks
please,
together.
you know.
It's
there was just I feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. I feel bad for everybody involved.
Every single person.
I feel horrible for everybody. I was asking Jimmy, I'm like, maybe I'll reach out to her and tell her to tell the people that I'm gonna send them Lola bean yarn, and like Jimmy will tell you, I've been brainstorming so many different ways to make this stop because of like the ripple effect and the wave and how those waves start to affect other businesses. Um, I hope everybody who is fighting for a refund gets a refund, or gets their product. I hope that um, she is able to recover from this.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine that kind of pressure. I've been under pressure before, but
That's a different kind of
a
pressure.
different kind of pressure for different reasons, never in a negative way. I can't imagine what that's like.
I can't imagine when I was reading about attorney generals and mayor's
Yeah, that's
offices. I was
scary.
like,
That is scary. But again, people are well within their rights.
I use all methods in
You
order to
know,
resolve an issue that at your disposal, and that's
you can't get mad at people for, doing what they need to do to get what they're owed or deserve. But you're not going to be out here shitting on other black businesses and confusing black people. Oh, well, they both black and they both got natural hair and they both chunky. So yeah, you know how many times people have come on to one of my posts and they're like, "Oh, I got your last Craftivist box and I loved it." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What do I don't have a Craftivist box, you know?" Um, and just to all my black business owners, look, stay strong, keep your head up. I don't know if these folks are ever going to get it together in terms of, you know, telling us apart
hmm,
and understanding that we are not a monolith. But I really hope and pray that there comes a day when, uh, if somebody messes up that happens to be black, they're the only ones held accountable or like to this certain standard. Um, and we all don't have to, you know, take the heat, take the heat for it.
word, Gary. But that's what it is. It's that loud 5% that's
Yeah.
leading this charge of
Because I've read, now I'm not gonna say I read every single thing because it's a lot of stuff.
it's a lot.
But there were a lot of people who were like, I don't want to see anything bad happen to her, right? I really hope she recovers from this. I just want my money back,
That's it.
you know. And then there was stuff on there that it was like just mean. Just mean. Can you let me stop because it's gonna sound like I'm caping and making excuses, which I'm not trying to, but I personally couldn't imagine being in this situation and trying to figure out a way out of it and to fix it and then see like memes about me
Mhm.
and you know jokes about me and I
Particularly when I could speak because I have a certain perspective to all of this to see how much work goes into what y'all do as indie dyers.
Mhm.
Like to see that it's and to see how people are kind of like shitting on the whole process. It's like, yo, I don't think you really understand that how, you know, again, we don't know the situation that she's in, but I know from experience with Adela how things can snowball. And there's been nights where I've had to like just hold her and rub her because she's just in this state of what am I going to do? And we always make it through and all that stuff, fortunately. But man, it's there's that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of stress. And there's a lot that goes into it. Some of it is controllable. Some of it is way beyond your control. And again, when those things start to build up and they start to snowball, it could just come crushing down. Like, you know, and it could be and it could be so many unrelated things that are happening. You know, one thing happens here, all right, another thing happens there. And all of a sudden you have all of these little things that are happening and they all just come to a head and
Mhm.
knock you out. And
And this is a personal opinion. This is a personal opinion. This is not a fact. I think that's another issue too. People keep confusing feelings and facts. Uh, those are two totally different things. But my personal opinion, and this is how I've always felt, especially because I make a lot of purchases from small businesses, right? A lot of times you choose small business because you want a personal experience, right? You want special treatment. It's nice to shop somewhere and say, I know the owner, or, I have a nice rapport with the owner. Um, they remember me. I remember maybe 80%
yeah,
of the people who buy from me. I remember, I know, right? Because it's small business and you get to have that personal,
touch.
touch and shopping experience and all of those things. But there are certain things that when it comes to small business that won't necessarily happen with big business, you can expect. If you love buying yarn or candles or whatever from a small business because they remember your name and they know your kids and they're nice to you and you have these conversations, that small business owner might break their leg and you had an order in their queue. And I personally would understand. And if I know they're a good person and they respect my money and they respect me and I will eventually get my candle or my yarn, I'm okay with that. Some of them comments were so cruel.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm g- d- Stop with the excuses. I don't give a shit if your husband died.
Hmm.
This is business.
You're not going to tell Jeff Bezos that shit. You're not going to tell who's in charge of Google now. You're not going to tell any of those big brands we don't care if anything happened. Because number one, they have different things in place.
We're probably going to wind up being a Reddit thread, right?
Probably. Give a fuck. I hope. Fuck it. Make it a fucking Reddit thread. But
Like,
shit is wild.
cruel, just cruel. I can understand all caps, exclamation points. I'm so angry. I've been given the runaround. This is ridiculous. All this money and uh intellectual property. I understand all of that. I don't care if your husband had a heart attack. You shouldn't be in business. The
Like
fuck?
motherfucking like you plan for your spouse to have a fucking heart attack or to, something foul to occur with your family or something that keeps you from being able to attend to your business.
Look, there's already a reference to your live YouTube tonight to talk about. Yeah. Listen, whatever. Look,
Oh damn, we already
I guess I'm no stranger to any of this. But I just felt bad. I felt really, really bad for everybody involved. I don't know what's gonna happen. I hope people get their money back if they're owed money. I hope uh Lady Di and the team over there are um able to, redeem themselves,
from this.
recover from this,
Definitely.
and uh move forward, different, differently.
Just learn from all of these things. If there's something to learn, pick
Hmm.
up whatever they need to pick up.
Yeah.
Because again, we don't know. Because there could be a slew of things that we're unaware of, and like it's a lot of it may be our business, a lot of it may not be our business. We're not here to judge or gauge any of that. It's a matter of just making sure that moving forward, the things are rectified. Again,
Hmm.
if people owe money,
Hmm.
old product, they get what it is that they paid for or whatever, and then again, from the business aspect of things, they are able to recoup recover themselves and be able to just adjust and move. No, don't let it defeat you at the end of the day. Right.
And I need you to be just as loud when it comes to like your refunds and stuff. Be just as loud. I still support Black business,
That part.
right? Talk to your friends that be on them threads. Even though this is a messed up situation and I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get my refund, this is in no way, a reflection. And then, she became an even bigger target because, some of the trolls, that have surfaced in the past are, come sniffing around
Oh, they love it.
and having a good old time with it. The same ones that will probably watch this or watch my lives or follow me on Instagram because they're waiting to see like the LBYC train wreck.
Mhm.
Um, but it's just an unfortunate situation. Shout out to Naima again, um, because I was I was waiting to see, like it was just so quiet. And I'm like, this is a clusterfuck. Like this is
The
huge,
outside looking in, definitely. It
right?
is. No matter how you slice it, right? The optics of the entire situation
Horrible.
are horrible. No matter what side of you know, what side you fall on. And it's not even about picking sides. It's just a matter of where you are, how much skin you have in the game, whatever. It's messy, no matter how you slice it.
It is.
It just is. Um,
And is it her fault? I'm sure she's to blame, right? This isn't me. Like I said, this isn't me caping, but damn, you know, um,
like I don't know how many people that are watching live now or that'll be. I don't think because I think we talked about what occurred at the end of last year and how much like it came to a head at LBYC. Like there was a couple of times where she probably joyfully and gleefully, not joyfully, but kind of like came on and said, "I'm about to burn this whole shit down." I don't think people thought you was saying that in jest. I don't think y'all understand how close she really was to burning LBYC down because of how overwhelmed she was, which is why she made the very difficult decision to sever ties with. There was a lot. There was a lot of wholesale accounts. She had to sever ties with damn near all of them, even like folks that she has personal relationships with, great personal relationships and business relationships. She had. I sent the email out
mhm,
to all of these businesses, and it hurt to send the email out to every single one of them.
mhm.
But we had a responsibility because it's like we're not going to be able to fulfill a lot of these things.
And
We're not going to play with your money.
yeah, like I said,
Period.
I respect y'all's money. You know what I mean? Um,
And we recovered.
I don't know.
We recovered. We recovered. We changed a lot of things around.
Yeah.
We learned to start saying no.
Mm-hmm.
We learned
It's a scary feeling when you go out on this business venture and you were never paid attention to, people didn't really buy from you, and then all of a sudden people start buying from you nonstop, and you're terrified of falling back to that place where your business wasn't thriving, you weren't making enough to take care of your family, or whatever the case. It's a scary feeling
Mhm.
when you finally get the recognition that you've worked so hard for, and you're afraid that if you start saying no to people and things, that you'll fall by the wayside.
Mhm.
And again, this is stuff I talked about in 2019, but I've been saying this shit since I started. It's scary, and you can get overwhelmed really quickly, and if you don't have the resources, the knowledge or know-how, and it's real easy to say, you should just hire somebody to do X, Y, and Z. Not everybody has the expendable.
Obviously, a lot of those people have never run a business themselves before.
I mean, I wouldn't say that.
It's just my personal opinion.
That's by all means have it. But a lot of the resources that some of these other businesses get and have, they didn't have to jump through hoops, and they were able to go to the bank and secure capital, and didn't have to show 17 generations worth of pay stubs, and all of these different things to then be told no anyway, right? Because you're Black. There are just so many different factors, but I think ultimately the main point that I was trying to make is, all Black people shouldn't have to pay the price for something that one Black person did. Word.
Not everybody is in a position like apartheid Clyde, where motherfuckers line up to give them money, only to see that person completely trash
Mm-hmm.
the thing that they actually purchased
Yeah.
because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. But these type of individuals consistently get money to do these things, to fuck things up. But you try to go in there and ask for some money, and you have a solid business, and you just looking to get an infusion of capital, they'll look at you like you fucking crazy. You know, fucking money. That's the part that's the part that truly upsets me.
No, the part that truly upsets me is when I walk into a bank and I show them all these forms and give them all this proof of, income and X, Y, and Z, and they tell me, sorry, it's high risk, or, whatever. But then, what's her name? Anna Delvey will put on a fucking suit and some heels and talk her way into millions of dollars.
With a fucking accent and glasses.
Anyway, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Some of you may agree, some of you may not agree.
Honestly, I didn't even know you was going to really go there.
It has been bothering me for weeks. For weeks.
I'm glad we didn't have like an agenda thing here, because
Yeah.
just like how it goes with die schedule, sometimes I just had to.
Yeah. No, it's been bothering me for weeks. I want to see everybody succeed in this world.
Absolutely.
Everybody, right? But I definitely want to see everybody Black succeed.
And
And
it's like you could succeed without having to put folks down. You don't have to step on other people's necks in order to get ahead. Everybody can eat out here. Ain't that what A said? We can all eat. We can all get this money, baby.
yeah.
We
Mhm.
can. Like this is a big world, man. There's a lot of pie out there. Everybody could get a slice. Everybody really can get a slice. You ain't got to snatch anybody else's slice in order to get your own. It's like you can have yours.
People make fun of me.
There she go.
I've been who?
Naima.
Hey, look, I'm like, hey girl, hey. But I've been made fun of. A lot of
Naima, we've been
applause for you.
For you.
I've been made fun of by, some of the companies that have been around, longer than I have. I've been called stupid, foolish, for sharing other people's stuff.
That's the part that always kills me. It's like
for sharing people's stuff, for going live and talking about products that I've gotten from other people.
Why are you promoting other people? Because
one lady called me brave.
Products.
One lady called me brave because I sent out a newsletter and I had to explain, like, okay, if everything sells out, please don't cuss me out, right? Please don't get mad, or whatever the case. Here's a list of other wonderful Black and brown dyers that you can buy from. And you're brave for doing that because I wouldn't. You do you, I'm gonna do me. What I have learned in life, and I only been around 41 years. To some people that's not a long time, but to me it feels like, a long time. The one thing I've learned for certain, and I have seen it over and over and over again, whatever you put out into the universe comes back to you. And people say, "Oh, how have y'all managed to stay so successful?" Right? Sometimes we'll get like waves of people who buy from us and then it dies off. How come it hasn't died off for you? All of these opportunities, right? And collaborations. How did you? I honestly feel like that is the universe giving back to me
the energy you put out.
the energy that I put out.
Because truth be told, nobody wins when the family feuds. Nobody wins, yo. So like, let's share this wealth. Let's share this prosperity. Let's make it to where everybody is out here comfortable. And when we all comfortable, everything is all right.
There have been times where I was getting ready to do a shop update. Jimmy's like, "You ready for your update?" Nah, I moved it back. Well, why'd you move it back? Because I see X, Y, and Z, who's a newer dyer,
About to put something
is
out
about to
real
have a
quick.
shop update. And we're gonna let them
shine real quick.
do their thing.
And we're gonna promote the fact that they about to have an update.
And we'll come in afterwards.
That's it. We want everybody to shine, yo. At the end of the day, we want everybody to shine. It's healthy when everybody shines. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this all ties in, right? Because, we don't want to talk politics anymore, but like policies that negatively impact one group impacts everybody at some point. It really does. You know what I'm saying? That's if you go back to the civil rights movement and all that, and you see how, black folks were, boycotting things and striking and all this other stuff to improve conditions for everybody. And then when the conditions got improved for everybody was happy. It's like, oh, snap. That's all we had to do. All we had to do was go in here and say, yo, give us this. It help improve our conditions. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's dope. Why did I think of that?
When you give people opportunity, when you give people resources, and they are able to thrive and do better, they feel better. When people feel better, they spread that.
Community. Word. Show.
They spread that. And it might sound simple-minded and it might sound cheesy, but you want to know something? It has worked for me.
That's it. We live in proof.
It has worked for me. And I will continue to do things my way until, it no longer works or serves me, or there's an even better way, to get things done, to make sure that, we all make it to the other end of whatever this thing is, life, okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. I'm sending all the good prayers and juju and good energy to everyone who is, in this horrible situation. I hope it all gets resolved. I hope people get, what they are owed. And that there is a way for everybody to move forward and be okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get this deep.
Yeah, you came out of nowhere on that one.
But sometimes
Spirit move you. Because you brought out all your little project bags. I thought we was going to get busy.
Yeah, I was going to show like all 17 of my whips. And I got some goodies I procured. What time is it? 9:30? We could do like another 20 minutes, another half hour.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to see some of y'all, if y'all want to see some like yarny stuff? Like, no, bitch, you depressed us all. I'm going to sit here and drink my potato flavored water. That's vodka.
But sometimes, I mean, you just gotta speak on things when when it's on your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to put it out there and address it. And I mean, people gonna take it however they gonna take it. We can't control that. Only thing we could do is say what we feel, how we feel. We're intentional with what we say and how we say it too, because like we're intentional with everything that we do, with how we move.
Mm-hmm. We're
not just gonna, willy-nilly just say shit because it's the shit to say. Nah, like gotta think about it. We have Adela and I have a lot of back and forths. We have differences of opinion when it comes to some things, not all things, some things. We have a difference of opinion, but we respect each other's opinion at the end of the day. And we don't make any moves without conferring with the other.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes she'll be on Instagram Live and say, "Hey, yeah, we about to do this thing." It's like, "Yo, fam, what the?" But that's
gonna
cool.
text me nothing.
But you the boss. It's your business. You could do certain things like that, but you never do anything that's not about ensuring that the business is straight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like it's never that. But it's.
I guess the bigger takeaway is step back and look at the bigger picture.
The bigger picture.
There are people, right, in this industry, peers, that have not been nice to me, right? I'm talking about black folks. I'm talking about black folks that have not been nice to me for whatever reason. Maybe they think I'm obnoxious, which I can be. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I don't expect everyone to like me. My world spins regardless. But then have been in positions to where they have needed help and have turned to me. And you know what I do? I help them. Because I see the bigger picture.
All fat. No cap. What the fuck is no cap, yo? We had this conversation the other night.
Stop making us seem old. Not that there's anything wrong with being old.
No cap.
But stop. Just say it. Like with confidence, like you know what it means.
I know what it means.
I'm
just saying.
Just say it. Just say it.
No cap.
Right? Say it.
For those that don't understand what no cap means, no cap means no lies. You're not telling a lie. Anything that the individual has said is factual.
But only because the more black businesses that thrive, right? And get ahead, and like we all win. We literally all win. Which is wild because that's the same thing that puts us in the fucked up situation where when one of us does something wrong
into that shit,
we'll dissect it. And I don't even want to. We were going in a different direction, but
for those that weren't on Instagram the other day
I'm gonna do a giveaway with this.
Is that
this is the sage green?
That's the sage green. Okay.
So
give a little background for those that weren't on Instagram Live.
For those who missed the Instagram Live, this is the LBYC Maker's, train case.
The lighting is a little off. I have to.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
Work on the lighting.
I purchased this. I saw it and I was like, this is freaking adorable. So I purchased it because it was the closest green that they had. So this here is magnetic. So you see the little magnets with the stitch markers and your needle. This little tray comes out. You have a longer strap in case you want to carry it like on your shoulder versus in your hand. You got your little feet on the bottom to keep it clean so it's not directly on the floor, right?
Carrie in here losing her fucking mind right now. So I know I said I don't want no prize, but I want that prize.
I got you, Carrie. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you, girl. But I went and I bought this. Freaking fell in love with it, right? So I was happy. I got my little maker's case. And then Gigi. Now I'm not doing a giveaway with this. Y'all can look at it, but you got to get your own. You got to get your own. Yeah, this is mine.
If you know, you know.
But this is the orange GG edition of the LBYC Maker's case. This was a gift. Because Gigi, I've been, oh man, Gigi, it's raining outside and Lola wanted to play. Give me a minute. And then she come back and the sun starts shining. Like Gigi knows people. She be making them calls.
Word.
But Gigi had this sent to me because I freaking loved it. And it reminds me of her and I wanted it. And she talked to her friends over at Jimmy Bean's and Della Q. Again, look, I haven't even used it yet. It smells like brand new baby. You know, exactly like the other one. So I had my sage green one, right? And I had my orange one. So I'm like, I got my 2 train cases. I'm good, right? I am good. So I'm signed up for Jimmy Bean's text message notifications. I need to turn them off because they be taking all my money. But I'm signed up for their text messages and I get this text message and it's like, sign up for, let me pull the sage green one out again. It's like, because you're a VIP text message member, you get early access to the newest train makers case. This is my green.
Mm-hmm.
This is my green. This is sage is beautiful, right? But this one is my green.
That's a jam.
Right? So I see it and I'm like, Adela, you have your sage one that you bought, and you have your orange one that Gigi gifted you. You don't need to purchase any other train cases. It's not smart, save your money, whatever the case may be. But I was so angry.
She was a little livid.
So I text messaged my friend,
Gay
Glaspie. I'm not even going to say like the cuss words, but I'm like, look at this shit here.
You said the cuss word.
No, I said other.
Like
I was about to call up like Jimmy Bean's wool headquarters. Yeah, Jimmy Bean's. This the other Jimmy Bean. Jimmy and Lola Bean. Like, I was so upset.
Laura was gonna get a little smoke.
I was about to call Laura and be like,
big shout to Laura, by the way.
Who we love.
Individual.
Laura, I love you. I love your team. I love the empire that you are building. You are a phenomenal woman. But to hell with you and Della Q and your little funky train case. Right? It's always funky when you're mad.
Right, yeah.
You know you love this thing, but it's funky when you're mad. And I was so upset. And I was like, Gigi, look. And she was like, give me a minute.
I know Gigi be through with you sometimes.
I know. It's okay. She still loves me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's all love.
And she came back like 3 minutes later and she was like, one's being shipped to your house. I was like, thank you so much. And then she hit me with the Kojak. Who loves you, baby? Who loves you, baby?
That's it.
And a couple days later, this Mama Jamma was delivered to my house. And again, because I don't want to be like greedy and I don't need every color, train case, I'm going to fill this up with some surprise goodies. And I'm going to do a giveaway of the sage green one.
You love giving some stuff away. She tried to give me away once.
They brought him right back. So yeah, that was one thing that I received, right? Oh, my nail just popped off. Look at that.
You were just talking about that earlier.
I know. I have an appointment tomorrow.
Good.
So we got that.
Jeanette, I don't need a train case.
What?
Good. You have to actually be actively doing things crafty in order to have a need for that. And I'm not.
Hold that up. You got longer arms.
I don't have a need.
You hold it down. Yeah, the lighting.
I gotta get a softer light because that's daylight.
Did anybody else buy any Vibe Check? This is Vibe Check by Spin Cycle. It's dark light reactive. It like glows.
It glows.
And Meebles
Hold on, let's see something.
mica. Oh, you're gonna get the black light?
No, not.
What you about to
I
do?
don't have a black light.
Yes, we do.
Where's it at?
I don't remember because I think it's in like Lola's lamp or something. Because I had bought it for
Yeah, it's in there.
yeah.
What happens when let's have
It looks like we're about to make a different kind of stream. Turn
yeah.
the shit back on.
Brown chicken, brown cow. We're not doing that type of stream.
Anyway, Meebles at Meebles at MEEBLES.
Was that the OnlyFans edition?
Meebles dyed this. Meebles is also responsible for Trey Bean, which is our very first Spin Cycle exclusive colorway. Meebles did that.
Yeah.
So shout out to Meebles and the lovely folks over at Spin Cycle. They also sent us a lovely bouquet of flowers to the family.
They did.
Um,
All the stuff that we had going on.
Yeah, we had
get into that, but
we had a lot going on. Very emotional time, very trying time.
we'll talk about that the next
That'll be another.
time. Or
But
another time.
we are Colvin strong. But they sent us the most beautiful bouquet of flowers. It was very, very sweet. So I got this. A heartbeat. Cause it's sweet. Like,
Yeah.
so thoughtful.
Man, listen, I love the soundboard. There's a lot more that I need to work and throw in there, but
Is Mel still here? Or did she go to bed?
Mel, you out there? I don't know. It's she might have. she might have laid it down for the evening.
Mm-hmm. Good night, Hannah. Love you. Yes, she just responded.
Where?
Oh, there she is. Crafty Rabbit.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Here, hold that up. Look at this bag that's coming to the. That's coming. It's going to be part of a kit. Can you hold it? Can you see those Garbage Pail Kids?
So, I need to. As I'm showing this, there's a few things that come to mind here that I need to do.
We don't have to go through those things now.
No.
We can just make a mental note.
No, I'm doing.
Mel, our friend Mel of Crafty Rabbit Creations.
Driving close to Mel. We've been friends with Mel for quite a while.
10 years?
10 years. As long as we've been together.
Yeah.
We've been friends with Mel.
Definitely. Mel made up a bunch of these Garbage Pail Kid bags for me, drawstring bags. They're super cute. Look, y'all gonna leave me broke. I'm sorry.
Hey.
You know what though? I've been very good to y'all as of late. I haven't been putting much in the shop. I have been begging for y'all's money for donation. What is it that? What's his, my man Bernie? What is it that he says? I am here again. What is it? Once again, I need your help.
Once again, I need your
whatever
help.
it is. That's me. I be begging y'all. Please donate. Please donate. And I know y'all probably like, we'd give you money if you'd give us yarn for it. My bad. But these are coming to the shop. And you'll get a drawstring Garbage Pail Kid bag and 2 skeins of let's see, it's not gonna show up. It looks washed out.
Yeah,
hold it up.
Out. Nice.
Yeah, it's washed out. But Lola Bean Yarn Co. has a Garbage Pail Kid colorway. I've had it for.
Is the video froze on that?
I don't know.
Is the video froze? Oh no, it can't be because people are commenting.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Um, I have a Garbage Pail Kid colorway. And it'll be a drawstring bag, and you have a choice of DK weight or fingering weight, Garbage Pail Kid colorway. And I know you're like, oh my gosh, Adela, you're actually gonna sell yarn that's yours, and you're not begging us for money. Remember that Jurassic Park?
Back there.
I'm gonna be begging for money too, because my friend Mel walks around these Augusta, Georgia streets
Mhm.
handing out dignity bags.
Mm.
She makes and puts together dignity bags and hands them out in our community. Yes, but wait, there's more. And what I'm going to do in the shop, Mel is also making some other bags for me. I kind of gave a peek on Instagram, the Die Mad You Salty Bitch bags. Yeah, she's making those for me too. But
Big goddamn shot.
yeah, shout out to Mel. Cause she be acting like she's a gangster, but she's like mad sweet,
Mad sweet.
like helping everybody in these streets.
And then like totally changes when she orders some Starbucks.
I'll tell y'all that story in a minute. I'm gonna put all Mel's business in the streets. But Mel is going to be, I have other fabric that Mel doesn't even know about yet that she's gonna make bags for, that I have to drop off.
Just had to let her know.
But what I'm going to do is any of these kits and stuff, you're gonna have the option to where, you know, you can buy your kit, and there will be a drop down where if you want to donate anywhere from $5 to $25, you'll be able to do so in your transaction when when you buy this, so that I can give all of that to Mel so that she can buy all of the different things that she needs, the sanitary products and stuff like that for the dignity bags, so that she can keep doing all of the great things that she's out here doing. So Mel, Crafty Rabbit, thank you. We love you. And I hope you're ready to sew a lot of fucking bags.
A lot of fucking bags.
Dignity bags, drawstring bags, all of the bags. So I'm really excited about this. I'll send out like a newsletter for this release, so that everybody is made aware. But again, I'll post on social media too, so you can turn on, alerts, and be notified when they go live, because we have to support, look, she's in there sewing right now while she watches. We have to support the people who are doing the hard work, right? If you know that you don't have, maybe you're physically not able to do certain things, right? Maybe you don't have the time because of family or work obligations. But if you have a couple dollars to contribute financially to the people who are out here doing the work, do it, right? I know I didn't put it in the listing, but the dynamic duo kits, where you got one skein of Lola Bean Yarn Co. Rustic and one skein of Magpie Fibers, Adela is the greatest. I took $5 from every kit that y'all bought, and I'm giving it to a drive, another drive that Lola's Karate School is doing, to get food and toys to underprivileged families for the holidays. So
Oh, we're gonna talk about.
yeah, it's like $700 or something like that. Um, their fundraising goal was $500, and I just made their fundraising goal. So I was talking to them, and I'm like, up that amount, because what tends to happen, and if anybody plans on doing any fundraisers, this is what I've noticed if you want to take notes. Um, Once the fundraiser goal has been met, people tend to stop.
Some folks tend to stop. Yeah.
No, it's a fact. Most people,
Yeah.
okay, well, they already met their goal, so I'm not going to donate anymore. Always make the goal that you put up more than what your actual goal is. So if your goal is $1,000, put up $2,000.
Like that old saying is like, if you need $20,
Ask for 40.
ask for 40. Don't ask for 5.
Yeah.
Ask for
Yeah.
100.
And that seems to work for us, and keeps up the fundraising momentum, and people will continue to help out where they can. So I told them, I said, listen, I'm gonna need y'all to, can we up this total? Because as soon as I make my one donation,
That's it.
People gonna stop donating, because they're gonna be like, oh, they met their goal. Like, if it wasn't her karate school, I would have held the phone up. And you think it's small, bitch. Think big, right? You gotta think big, So they're gonna do that. But while we're talking about fundraisers and Lola's karate school, I got a very unexpected phone call today from her karate school.
Mhm.
Many of you were kind enough to donate to the fundraiser that she did for the Golden Harvest Food Bank.
Mhm.
She was a top
Top
performer. She had the most donations. She had the most people who donated.
Thanks to all,
Thanks to all of y'all, right? The fiber community. And I always make sure when I donate on behalf of the fiber community, I put from the fiber community if they let you fill that in. But she was recognized by her karate school, and we didn't know any of this was going to happen, right? We're just doing what we do. You put out the bat signal, here we come. And her karate school gifted her with a $100 Amazon gift card. That's what she chose. And she got a black stripe on her karate belt. But I got a phone call today, and Golden Harvest is having a ceremony tomorrow. And they want us to bring Lola because they want to present her with a youth leadership award in front of the community and some of the local politicians and stuff like that. So Lola Bean is going to get an award for youth leadership for her fundraising tomorrow. So I thought that was like super, super, super sweet and kind. It was unexpected, right? Because we don't do these things for that, for applause or whatever the case may be. Yeah. We do them because it's the right thing to do. And we've all been there. We've all had tough times. We've all struggled.
No cap.
And it does not feel good. And if we can help other people not struggle and, feel better, we will. And that's the reward, right? The reward is seeing people thrive.
All facts, no chaser.
So yeah, we got that phone call. So we were really excited for her for that. And I think my mom is here.
Mommy is here.
My mom.
Double sound for that.
She landed at noon. I got home from work. What was it? A little after 6 when we all finally were in the same
6:30.
Yeah, about 6:30. 6:40. She was cussing me out. Right.
And I can't. So in the midst of her getting cussed out, I came into the middle of one of those exchanges, and she looked at me and said, "You're not going to defend me?" And I had to let her know, it was like, look, Me and your mother just got back into a good space
after the Dimetap
Yeah.
Mucinex incident.
So I'm gonna have to, bow out of that one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But we are excited to have her here. It is always a joy
It is.
to have her here till she starts talking shit about my window treatments. She has a very unhealthy obsession with curtains.
Curtains
And
and
light switches.
Light switches.
I did. Some of y'all remember the light switch fiasco. I still didn't get fancy light switches, and she was talking shit about them. And she said she's gonna get light switches while she's here.
So, the picture's still in the
She got at you about the pictures?
She was like, "What are y'all going to do with it?" I was like, "I don't know. We going." It's like, if you ever notice, we don't have pictures. All our walls are bare. Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. It's like,
I'd see.
Like, damn, son. Like,
yeah, she's spicy.
She gets really, and like she said, like she just has this obsession with like curtains. I need the curtains. Like, no, we don't.
Like, I don't want curtains. I don't like curtains. I just like a nice blind or like, a window treatment type thing. You need curtains.
Curtains and pictures. Like, she wants this to be.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my thing, right? And this the next time she mentions it, I'm gonna hit her with this.
I still have them, Carol. The light switches Carol sent me. Matilda was like,
next time she does all that, I was like, so you moving down here then, right? If you want to design all of this and make it all.
I told my mother, you could decorate this motherfucker like Pee-wee's Playhouse for all I care. If you move down here. Please.
Like, do your thing.
When is she coming? She's here.
She's here. She's downstairs.
Yeah,
with Lola.
She's downstairs.
Probably eating chicken.
Eating chicken in the guest bedroom, probably. Doing all of the things that we don't allow Lola to do normally. But yeah. That's it. So we're looking forward to spending quality time and hanging out. Anything else? Knit the rainbow.
Knit the rainbow.
This we can talk about this before we head on out. But what happened? Be careful which tea. Yeah, buddy.
Listen, we haven't had another issue ever since.
But you deserved every bit of that because you didn't listen to me.
You told me. You absolutely told me, and I didn't listen. You absolutely all right.
My mother said, Jimmy, because she's Puerto Rican from the Bronx. Jimmy, you want some tea? I looked at Jimmy. I said, don't drink that fucking tea. Jimmy looked at me like, it's tea.
I love tea.
I said, Ma, is it that tea that you used to drink in the old house? She said, yeah, it is. I said, Jimmy.
Don't drink that fucking tea.
Don't drink that fucking tea.
She did.
Jimmy thought he was cute. Go down and sip tea with my mom. The name of that tea is Smooth Move.
See, and that was the problem. I didn't read the name of the fucking tea.
Smooth
before I drank the motherfucker.
Move.
It wasn't smooth. that was rough. It moved though.
How long were you on the toilet for the next morning?
Listen. Cause so I'm TMI, but I'll get comfortable when I go use the facilities, right? When I go use the head, as they say in military, right? But that morning was unusually long for me. And I called Adela.
FaceTime me, he had sweat on his forehead.
And she knows how long I generally stay in the bathroom. And I was like, yo, babe, I've been in the bathroom for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was closer to like an hour.
And she's like, but you always, I was like, no. I was not trying to really sit here for 45 minutes.
I couldn't get up
because it just kept moving through me. I need to find that video. I'll because Throwback Thursday tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna find that video and I'm gonna put it in my story.
Ooh, buddy.
But that was, man. Listen, and I think a lot of folks. The heck is this?
That's bots.
Oh, the
Carrie
bots
got
in
it.
here? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of folks that, remember or recall that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not fun whatsoever. And I had to come on and publicly apologize to my wife for not listening to her.
I didn't feel bad for him at all. I said, I told you
Told your black ass
not to
not
drink
to drink that
the
tea.
fucking tea. You're good, Carrie. But yeah, so he's not going to be drinking any tea that she
That
offers
she
him.
offers. No, I have my own. I have my sleepy time in there. I got my honey. I got my lemon. That's all I need.
No
Good.
smooth move.
No smooth move. Although if I
He
ever
did say he felt lighter on his feet.
for a couple of days, I was like, oh man. After all my energy returned, because like that, when you have that movement.
All right, so November 17th, Knit the Rainbow is hosting their first
inaugural
annual Pearl Awards. There are 2 honorees here. I am one, and my friend Gary Boston, who was in the chat earlier, is an honoree. But you can go over to Knit the Rainbow's website, knittherainbow.com, and sign up for your free virtual ticket so that you can attend the Pearl Awards on November 17th.
Mm-hmm.
There's entertainment.
Mark your calendars.
There are giveaways and raffles, and all types of wonderful fun. It's going to be a really fun evening. My mom is going to be there, and she's going to be hanging out with me. And I would love to see all of my friends there.
There you go.
So you have that going on. I would also like to officially let everybody know we have exceeded our $5,000 fundraising goal for Knit the Rainbow. We are in the 2nd month of the quarter, and we raised over $5,000 for Knit the Rainbow. So thank you. We appreciate y'all. We love you all. If you haven't donated and you still would like to, you can go over to Lola Bean Yarn Co. at Instagram.com. The fundraiser is there on our bio, and you can donate because anybody who has made a donation from the beginning of the quarter when it started through our fundraising on Instagram up until November 16th will be entered into a drawing to win what I like to call the perfect rainbow.
Big shout to Ross, Twisted Ambitions. Ross of
Twisted Ambitions Yarn created the perfect rainbow for me. So you will get 11 skeins of DK weight yarn from Ross and a skein of DK weight Lola Bean yarn. So you get 12 total skeins, 250 yards per skein, 115 grams. You will be entered into a drawing to win that if you donate through our fundraiser on Instagram. Yes, Sunny of Noodly Knits is doing her hat drive. She has, excuse me, I shouldn't say she has, we have our Korean uncle, because I have adopted him. Sunny is aware, but she is collecting hats to send to her uncle so that he can distribute them to patients and people who need to keep their noggins warm because chemotherapy or just different reasons. People have been sending her hats, but she is Noodly Knits on Instagram. We're going to put all this stuff in the show notes so you can find her.
Give me a couple of days to do that though.
You be slacking on the show notes.
Listen, I'll be having.
You need to be like Tracy. Be on it. Tracy from the Grocery Girl. She be on it with the show notes. You?
I'm not Tracy.
clearly,
I love Tracy.
but you're not Tracy, clearly.
I'm not Tracy.
But yes, she is collecting hats. So
Big shout to Sunny.
yes, if you're looking to donate some hats, you can donate to Sunny Noodly Knits, or you can donate to Knit the Rainbow, who is also making sure that they keep as many people who are dealing with housing insecurity, within the LGBTQ community. They are handing out, items in New York City and Chicago. So if you're looking to donate and maybe money is tight, but you have some money for postage and you have a boatload of yarn, you can make some hats and you can help and you can donate that way.
There you go.
And I think that's a good place to end it.
Nobody wins when the family feuds.
When the elephants fight, the grass suffers.
It's not COVID. Yo, that's the times we living in now, though, right? When anybody sneezes, sniffles, coughs, it's like, you got that roll to me? Like, back up off me. I have year-round allergies, so my whole is all jacked up. It really is. But that wasn't coronavirus. That's what Lola be saying, right?
But so just thank you to everybody. I know a lot of us we're the world collectively, we're all dealing with a lot. And I know times are tough and times are hard. And waiting for Lola to come out and roast you again. Is that what you're waiting? Do you like to laugh at my pain? Okay.
Yeah. All good.
It's all right. I'll take that. But I know everybody's going through a lot, and we're all being pulled in so many different directions, and it can be overwhelming and it can be hard. But understand that we love and appreciate every single one of you who support us through sharing, through kind words, through helping us raise money for various causes, who laugh at our silly banter.
Mm-hmm.
We greatly appreciate it. We do not take it for granted. And thanks for hanging out with us on YouTube.
Or on a Wednesday night.
But remember, before you go, smash the subscribe button.
Share. All that. Listen, I'm terrible at promoting this type of shit. We all get it together. There'll be more sounds. There'll be more. I'm gonna try to work on this lighting situation because this washes out a little bit too much. So I'll figure that out.
Definitely.
Appreciate y'all for appreciate your patronage, your support.
I'm pretty sure you all already follow us on Instagram, but if you don't and you're just coming across this, follow us on Instagram. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of Grandma Bean shenanigans.
And Lola Bean Uncle at @IM_Jimmy the Model.
Yeah. So
you come to my page though, you're not gonna see any crafting, a whole bunch of crafting stuff. I talk a lot of shit though, but people like it. So,
oh Jimmy, you're so thoughtful. Thank you for this. I needed this today, Jimmy. Oh Jimmy, you're so well spoken.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
I'm sorry, I'm being a hater right now. Because y'all don't be saying that shit to me. Y'all be like, bitch, where's my order? Jimmy will just quote, he'll post the lyrics to like a rap song. Y'all be like, oh, Jimmy. You are the great. Oh, Adela, y'all kill me with that one.
Oh, man.
Adela, you are so lucky. You are so lucky to have such a wonderful husband. I am.
I mean,
But he is too.
I'm very lucky. Feel
I
very
made him,
fortunate.
okay?
She made Jimmy the model. She did.
Because I love him. But it's okay. I'll let him, do what he does over on his page. Get on my goddamn
I love you too,
nerves.
baby.
All right, but we're gonna head on out.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Have a good night. You're gonna make sure the caption thing is and all that stuff.
It takes a minute
It takes a minute.
to generate. So the caption should be up
Yeah.
maybe sometime tomorrow. I
Yes.
don't know.
Absolutely.
But I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's a YouTube thing.
Yeah. We'll make sure because we're still working out the kinks. Bear with us. One day we're gonna be like a real, professional. But today is not that day. Be kind to yourselves.
Please be kind to yourselves. Don't give up.
Don't drink the tea.
Don't drink the tea. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
But be mindful, be intentional. And
That's it.
that's it.
I love you.